For nearly 2 decades, Sony has been trying to create their own connected universe capable of rivaling the MCU. Dollar signs in their eyes, they interfered with the production of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy and Mark Webb's Amazing Spider-Man films, and caused the premature death of both franchises through their endless pursuit of a slice of Marvel's superhero success. You'd have thought they would have learnt their lesson once they made a deal with Marvel Studios to bring Spider-Man into the MCU. They still had the rights to Spider-Man and his back catalogue of friends and foes. All they had to do was sit back, let Marvel cook, and split the profits. Unfortunately, money overrides common sense, and Sony continued with their plans to have their own universe of Spider-Man characters. But from the sound of things, their plans are no more, so I thought I'd make this video and explain why I'm glad the SSU may be ending. They got lucky with Venom, as it made $856.1 million, but remember, this doesn't include the cost of the movie's budget or marketing campaign. Curiosity and the promise of what could be drew people to the cinema, with Tom Hardy being the glue that kept the franchise together. His dual performance as Venom and Eddie and their buddy cop dynamic make the movies work as well as they do, but it wasn't enough to save them from dwindling returns. Let There Be Carnage got $506.8 million, while The Last Dance made the lowest total yet, $472.9 million. In between Let There Be Carnage and The Last Dance, Sony sent Eddie back to his own universe after he ended up in the MCU and left a piece of the Venom symbiote behind. They released Morbius and Madam Web, memeable, irredeemable, studio-mandated abominations that deserved to be banished to the deepest depths of hell. They were laughingstocks that dragged the superhero genre further through the mud, which killed any chance of the SSU ever being the success Sony wanted it to be. Greed, pride, and ambition blinds people to what everyone else sees. If you're motivated by profit and don't care about the story you're telling, that will come across in the final product, no matter how much your cast and crew try to make it work. Sony has all these plans that never come to fruition and keep changing because they want to go from step A straight to Z without any idea how they're going to get there. All they know is the rights revert back to Marvel Studios if they don't use them within 5 years. So they gotta keep going, even if it means making empty promises and cookie cutter slop. However, there's only so much money they can waste before they wake up and pay attention to what everyone's been saying. 9 years after they made their deal with Marvel Studios, it's been reported that Sony has decided to end the SSU in favour of focusing on Spider-Man 4, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and a Spider-Noir TV series, projects directly connected to Spider-Man. There can be miracles, so maybe they realised what they were doing wasn't working and was actually damaging the Spider-Man brand. But this is Sony we're talking about, a studio that's always repeated the mistakes of the past. They may have pulled the plug for now, but who's to say they won't try again in a couple of years? I'd like to think that this will be it, the final nail in the coffin, and Sony will finally listen to the consensus and give Marvel creative control so they can deliver the goods. It may mean them sharing the profits, but that's got to be better than burning money on critical and commercial flops. Maybe in the future, once the dust has settled, they can bring someone like Sam Raimi or Lord & Miller in to develop standalone Spider-Man projects that prioritise creativity and heart over corporate mandates. For now though, I think they need to focus on what they know works. Scrap the SSU, finish Beyond the Spider-Verse, make Spider-Man 4, 5 and 6, and introduce Miles Morales to the MCU in time for Tom Holland to hang up the mask. This may be the end of the SSU, but it's a new beginning for Spider-Man, and Sony needs to grab it with both hands and never look back if they want to reap the rewards they so desperately crave. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Want to help support my channel? Feel free to visit my Patreon or Ko-fi page. You can find the links in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.